नॉट अर्थ के बारे में। तो सबसे पहले हम लोग शुरू करते हैं स्टार्स, जिसको हम लोग कॉन्स्टेलेशंस बोलते हैं। और इसका मतलब होता है एक जगह, मतलब बादल में ही स्काई, जो कि बहुत सारे स्टार्स इंक्लूड करता है, ग्रुप ऑफ स्टार्स, उसको हम लोग कॉन्स्टेलेशंस बोलते हैं। और different cultures have their own stories and interpretations of constellations. To bring order to the sky, the International Astronomical Union (IAU) standardized constellations boundaries in the early 20th century. A total of 88 constellations were officially listed. The sky is now divided into 88 regions, each defined as a constellations. Some famous constellations. Orion. Orion आपका एक easiest constellation है to spot in the night sky. It is named after a hunter in Greek mythology. It can be recognized by the three bright stars that form the hunter's belt. The bright star of the hunter's arm is known as Pityclus. Orion is often described as a hunter followed by his loyal dog, represented by the constellation's Canis Major. फिर आएगा हम लोग का टेरेस, जो कि लोकेटेड अबव ऑरियन, इज इमेजिन्ड एज अ चार्जिंग बुल। फिर हम लोग आएगा उर्सा मेजर। उर्सा मेजर को हम लोग ग्रेट बियर भी बोलते हैं। और इसका जो नीचे मतलब इसका जो आगे रहता है उसको हम लोग बिग डायपर बोलते हैं। अगर आप अपने साइंस की बुक में देखें या गूगल पे जाकर सर्च करेंगे तो आपको मिल ही जाएगा कि उसका जो आगे वाला जो हिस्सा रहता है उसको हम लोग बिग डायपर कहते हैं। और वैसे रहता है उर्सा मेजर, और उर्सा मेजर इज ऑल्सो नोन एज लिटिल बियर। और फिर इसका जो आगे वाला जो हिस्सा रहता है उसको हम लोग लिटिल बियर बोलते हैं। और इसका जो सबसे नीचे वाला जो पार्ट रहता है उसको हम लोग पोल स्टार कहते हैं। और फिर हम लोग पढ़ते हैं स्टेप्स टू प्रिपेयर फॉर स्काई वॉचिंग एडवेंचर। अगर आपको स्काई वॉचिंग एडवेंचर जैसे कि आपको ऑरेंज टेरेस उर्सा में जब कुछ भी देखना है तो आपको एक अच्छा सा मतलब जगह ढूंढना होगा। तो इनवाइट एन एल्डर और ऑर्गेनाइज अ ग्रुप ट्रिप। फिर हम लोग करेंगे फिर पिक द राइट स्पॉट। एक ओपन एरिया लीजिए अवे फॉर टॉल बिल्डिंग्स, ट्रीज एंड एयर पोल्यूशन टू गेट अ क्लियर व्यू ऑफ द नाइट स्काई। अभी हम बताएंगे एयर पोल्यूशन के बारे में। थर्ड, research the best time and date. Use online resources or astronomy apps to determine the best date and time for your stargazing season. Check which constellations and stars are visible during that season. Season जैसे winter, ऐसा समर, ये सब पता ही होगा। Select a new moonlight. आपको अमावस्या में अच्छा दिखेगा। फिर फिफ्थ है आपका adjust your eyes to the darkness. Once you reach the side, take about 30 minutes to let your eyes adjust to the dark. This will help you to see stars more clearly. Sixth, document your observation. Note down the stars and constellations you identify. Write how you recognize them and highlight tools or patterns you use for guides. फिर आगे बढ़ते हैं, जो कि हमारा नेक्स्ट टॉपिक है लाइट पोल्यूशन। लाइट पोल्यूशन ऑल्सो नोन एज फोटो पोल्यूशन refers to the excessive or inappropriate use of artificial outdoor lighting at sky. फिर many of us are captivated by the beauty of a sky filled with twinkling stars. However, if you live in a bustling city, this view is often obscured by light pollution. जैसे कि दिल्ली हो गया, वहाँ पे बहुत ज़्यादा pollution होता है, dust and smoke. People who live in quiet villages far from big cities enjoy a clear view of the night sky. Light pollution occurs when we overuse light or use improved lighting colors. That this extra light can harm the environment and affect plants, animals and even humans also. फिर हम लोग पढ़ेंगे आर सोलर सिस्टम। सोलर सिस्टम is the system of the sun which consists of the sun as the central body and the planets, their moons, stars, asteroids, meteoroids, thousands of comets, and particles of dust and gas that revolve around the sun. आप पूछेंगे अब sun क्या होता है? The sun is a massive star located at the center of our solar system. It is the largest of them within. It is the star closest to the sun. It is a vast, extremely hot spherical ball of gases. It serves as the primary source of light and heat, emitting an enormous amount of energy and shining brightly. First point है इसका, the sun is the most massive body in our solar system. It is about 100 times bigger than Earth's diameter. Second point, despite its size, it appears similar in size to the moon when absorbed from sun due to its vast distance from the earth. Third, it is a star because it generates energy in the form of sunlight. फिर हम लोग पढ़ेंगे planets. A planet is a large, nearly spherical crystalline body that revolves around the sun in a fixed orbit. Where the planets in our solar system are broadly classified into two categories: inner planets and outer planets. The inner and outer planets are separated by the asteroid belt, which contains numerous small objects called asteroids that revolve around the sun. Inner planets are smaller than the outer planets and have solid rocky surface. Mercury हम लोग का पहला है. It is the smallest planet in our solar system. Mercury is the closest to the sun. It does not have an atmosphere. Second है हम लोग का Venus. Venus shines brightly at dawn and dusk, and it is often called the morning or evening star because of its brightness. It is similar in size to Earth, while sometimes referred to as Earth's twin. Third point, Venus has an atmosphere. Fourth, it is the hottest planet in our solar system. Fourth point, the presence of an atmosphere on a planet can trap heat, which can significantly change the temperature of one planet. That is why Venus is hotter than Mercury, although it is far from the sun. Venus is visible to the naked eye and is the brightest planet in the sky. You can look for it in the western sky after sunset or in the eastern sky before sunrise. और हम लोग का जो planet जिसमें हम लोग रहते हैं वो है पृथ्वी यानी अर्थ. It is the only planet in our solar system and possibly the universe where life exists. This is because the earth has all the conditions favorable for life to exist. Second point, about 70% of Earth's surface is covered with water, which is why it is called the blue planet. Fourth, Mars. Mars is known as the red planet because of its reddish polish due to the presence of the iron oxide. Mars has a very thin atmosphere made mostly of carbon dioxide with little oxygen, making it unsuitable for human breathing. Third point, ice has been found at its poles and there are signs of ancient rivers and lakes. फिर हम लोग आते हैं outer planets पे. The outer planets are much larger than Earth and are primarily made of gases. They are also known as gas giants and there are 4 of them. First में हम लोग आते हैं Jupiter, the largest planet in our solar system. It is comprised mainly of gases. फिर हम लोग आता है दूसरा Saturn, मतलब 6th आ गया. Saturn is easily inflammable by its large disinfecting rings, which all the outer planets have rings. Saturn are the most visible. These rings are made of dust particles and rocky materials. Uranus, the 7th planet for the Sun. Uranus is unique because it rotates on its side like a rolling ball. Neptune is the 8th and most distant planet for the Sun. It is 4th largest planet on our solar system. फिर हम लोग का next topic है revolution and rotation. Along with revolving, planets also rotate about their axis, a motion called rotation. The Earth takes about 24 hours to complete one full rotation on its axis, and this is called a day. Second, revolutions cause seasons while rotation cause day and night. You will learn more about this in higher classes. The dwarf planet. Beyond Neptune lies another object in the solar system called Pluto. Pluto revolves around the sun, but it considered a dwarf planet. Pluto once considered the ninth planet of our solar system, but in recent years, the International Astronomical Union (IAU) reclassified it as a dwarf planet. This reclassification was due to the small size smaller than Earth's moon and the discovery of other similar objects. फिर हम लोग आए natural satellites. Satellites are objects that orbit around planets. Moons are the natural satellite of planets. Moons are similar than planets. The Earth has one natural satellite, i.e. the moon. The inner planets Mercury and Venus does not have any moons because क्योंकि वो पास में सन के. The Mars have two moons, Phobos and Deimos. The outer planets Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune have a large number of moons. Even dwarf planets like Pluto have moons. फिर हम लोग आएंगे द मून पे. द मून इज अर्थ इज ओनली नेचुरल सैटेलाइट एंड द एवरेज डिस्टेंस बिटवीन द अर्थ एंड द मून इज अबाउट 3,84,000. It completes one revolution on its axis and rotation around Earth in 27.3 days. The moon is about 1/4 the size of Earth and has no atmosphere. The moon's surface shows circular bowl-like structure called craters. Craters के बारे में अभी हम लोग पढ़ेंगे. The moon's surface is covered with lunar dust, mountains, and craters. Craters are formed by the impact of asteroids or rocks from surface. Due to the absence of an atmosphere and water, these features remain unchanged for long periods. फिर आया हम लोग का दूसरा पॉइंट. The moon have always been a subject of classification. On July 20, 1969 at 8:70 UTC Congressional Universal Time or GMT Greenwich Mean Time, astronauts Neil Armstrong and Edwin Buzz Aldrin became the first humans to walk on the moon during the mission of Apollo 11. Asteroids. Asteroids are rocky, irregular-shaped, small bodies that revolve around the sun. They are too small to be considered as planets. The size of asteroids can vary from 10 meters to about 500 kilometers. These bodies are rocky, metallic, or icy, and they lack an atmosphere. Comets. Comets are small icy bodies that orbit the sun. They are objects from the outer regions of the solar system with long tails. Comets are made of dust, gases, rocks, and ice. When a comet gets closer to the sun, it heats up and the frozen material and it starts evaporating. This evaporating material from the tail of the comet, the tail becomes visible as the comet gets closer to the sun. अब आप पूछेंगे evaporating क्या होता है? So the process by which a liquid substance converts into a vapor means a gas is known as evaporating. इसको हम लोग evaporation भी बोलते हैं. फिर ये last comets के बारे में है. Many comets are found that revolve around the sun and appear periodically. For example, Halley's comets appear periodically every 76 years and were last visible in 1986. 76 ईयर में दिखता है तो हम लोग को दिखेगा ये 2062 ईयर्स में दिखेगा ये हम लोग को हैली इस कॉमेंट. और फिर हम लोग पढ़ते हैं दूसरा. अब हम लोग का लास्ट galaxy. A galaxy is a group of stars, planets, clouds of gas and dust that move together through space. हम लोग का जो our galaxies called the Milky Way galaxies. There are trillions of galaxies in the universe and the Milky Way is just one of them. The universe and the search of life beyond Earth. The universe is considered as an endless space, and scientists are still learning for science of life outside for our solar system. No evidence of life has been found, but the search continues. Exoplanets. Exoplanets are planets that orbit other stars in our galaxy. Scientists have discovered thousands of these planets using powerful telescopes. This, this search, the search for life has been directed mostly towards these exoplanets. अब हम लोग का लास्ट टॉपिक है नो अ साइंटिस्ट. Emod Halley 6056 से लेकर 7042 was an English astronomer, mathematician and physicist best known for discovery Halley's comet. जो हम लोग ने पढ़ा था, जो अभी डिस्कवर हुआ था 1976 में, और आप लोगों को मिलेगा 2062 के ईयर में. Which orbit the sun every 26 years. He also made important contributions to the study of the motion of planets and stars, and he was the first to suggest that comets travel in orbits around the sun. Halley's comet is named after Emod Halley, who predicted its return in 1754. He proved that comets seen in 51, 6007 and 6082 were the same and appear in 6058. He did not live long enough to see the comet's return in 1958, but others named it after him in his honor. This comet appeared about every 76 years and was last seen in 1986. It will next be visible for Earth in 2062. So mark your calendars. Thank you and have a nice day, and like this video also.